We got a video to remix, but it's day 14. In fact, yesterday was the day where I ate the most food, because I didn't want to drown myself in pain when escorting my mom to our different property. We own a little bit of a house, but it's just as functional as one of these things, the Amazon, sheds. Very affordable housing, I would say. But it's still quite groundbreaking, even if it's not exactly a house. It's a step in the right direction, and I've said that The Purge definitely needs one of these, where we can leave our places and gather up into communities of people who just happen to be smart and not stupid, and happen to be helpful and nice and not ignorant and cold. And I'll tell you that this much. I started my bullshit episodes with medication, bro. And even tasting medication, guess what happened? Plus 4 hours of sleep, bro. I just tasted it, man. I just took a fucking little thing and plus 4 hours. I slept 11 hours now. I track all of this shit very carefully now, as you can tell. And this is definitely not my normal sleeping pattern, and I have something to blame. I'm just like, well, let's taste it again, because I'm in for a ride. Obviously, being longer in the dream worlds, I actually even conjured up Olivia. I conjured up Justine for some reason, and she played one of my inventions, one of my games. I played my own game, and it was fucking... The walls are closing in on me, basically. But in, like, 3D realm, and, like, that was a weird experience. Olivia, by the way, was the very, very ending part of the dream. Then I wake up, basically. That was kind of powerful. And there were a lot of Olivias walking around. Multiple. I don't know what happened there. And she didn't seem to care much about me, but, like, we actually just, like, well, like, wrapped my arm around her and, like, we walked to her home or whatever. But yeah, medication is just absolutely gonna kill you, and until your body rejects it. And again, medication being offered for every single day for fucking stupid reasons. Again, you should never do that unless you want to cripple someone for the rest of their lives. You say they're stupid and they don't deserve a normal life. No normal life for you. Like, it's like shooting someone in the fucking foot at this point. Did I enjoy extra sleep? Like, waking up from this, like, oh shit, so it was a nightmare scenario. I'm like, no, that's 11 hours is pretty bad. It's plus 4 hours. I sleep 7 hours normally. The math was this. And the normal math is, I believe, 3, and it's 6-7 hours of sleep, which I'm like really proud of, that my body just demands that much, and I can do whatever I want afterwards. It's very convenient for them because that's all they have. They only have beds and they don't give a fuck about how long you sleep. But this is real world, and I give a fuck how much I sleep and how productive I am in life. And I don't want to be slacking in my fucking dream worlds. Which is nice, but I can do nicer things while being sort of awoken. I can do nicer things. The deeper the sleep, the more vivid the dreams. Absolutely. The longer you sleep, shit gets pretty weird. You don't want that shit to get out of control. That's another thing. And I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of testing you can do on humans to pretend that your pills actually work. Like, that's another inhumane thing alone of testing pills on humans or whatever. That's just inhumane. Because anything can happen at this point. Like, you can't control all the fucking variables. You just can't. You're just hoping for the best. But nothing works in these conditions. You're just crippling a person. And now you're hoping for the best to cripple the person. What's the point? What the fuck is the point? You already have jail. You already have tools to contain disobedience. What the fuck's the point? To make me sleep longer. To make me fucking weaker. What are you gonna do with that? You don't fucking do education in asylums. And if you don't like your roommates, you're screwed too. And if they don't like you, and they are criminal mindset, they have criminal. Now you're screwed. Now your life is under a threat, bro. Your life and your belongings. Wow. Now, have hunger strike gave me some kind of new sensations of its own. By the way, I want to see how small the fucking bite is on the medication. I think it's 1/5. You can't even like test things yourself. You can't even experiment yourself because oh my god, if you cut your medication off, that's illegal. What the fuck, man? No options, just torture. Just turn on the fucking torture. And even the medication that you receive and everyone else receives, and it has a description of sudden death. You know, the chance for sudden death. For obvious reasons, by the way. If I sleep over too fucking long and I wake up and I have no control over my sleep, or I sleep and get traumatized by nightmares, like, there is gonna be sudden death. There is gonna be fucking pain and suffering, and it's gonna induce even more mental illness, which is like, what the fuck did you just do? You made it worse. You can't do that, bro. You have to be fired. You have to be fucking destroyed and fined and holy shit, man. If you make things worse, if I'm upset, authorities should fucking bend over because I will break them myself. Yeah, bro, 1/5 of the pill does that. If I take the whole pill, the whole 3 days, next 3 days, I am a fucking zombie, bro. Do you want me to experience that? And it's like, I thought this was harmless because I got used to the pill. So it gets lesser and lesser effects, which is like, what the fuck's the point of that? You know? Now your body just figure out how to reject it before it gets digested or whatever. Like, it's like, what the fuck is the point of any of this shit? It's a placebo scam, basically. You think that you're doing some kind of job and it gives you some kind of good results, but no, it doesn't, bro. You don't fucking do anything good. It's all just fucking bad. It's all just extra effort to make things way worse than it already is. It's like there's everyone working and there's a fucking dude that's making things worse. That's making a mess. And we call him Doctor, bro. Fucking little bitch doctor over there in the fucking corner making a mess. We always have to clean it up. Well, this thumbnail came true, you know. Welcome to a nightmare. I'll gonna lead you out of it, you know. I think the biggest sensation is that breathing is more important. That the need for oxygen is embraced even more during the hunger strike because I don't know why. I mean, I don't sleep with my window open. That's why. so I can do it right now. This is normally when I get oxygen demands, and when I go to bed, it's just kind of unusual, but like I need to take a deep breath. I need to like normalize my feelings, because like I get this feeling of suffocation, but like in a weird way. But oxygen and breathing, as you know, it's a consent to live in that moment. Because all of the time you have to consent with breathing, with water, with with food, and maybe positioning matters too. I'm not sure. Body heat or like activity, right? Because if you don't do activity, like you're still not really consenting. You will not have muscles. You will not have any skills. None of that shit, right? So there's 4 ways to consent to life. And that's also something doctors need to fucking know. Because the 4th one is kind of fucking ridiculous. Activity. If we don't have activity, if you're not passionate to fucking wake up and do things, if we don't have enough options to do things, like, well, congratulations. You just made another jail. It's not that big of a deal. Anyone can fucking do that. You just made jail, but it's 10 times worse. It's 10 times worse. 10 times worse. For real. 100%. And the easiest solution is the purge to those problems that you can't fix anymore. You can't just talk to the dude and be like, oh, I can even come with a fucking army and talk to the dude. And it's just gonna be an, oh, I have army too, potentially, hopefully, We have to come with an army and attack, is what we have to do. Sabotage the business completely. Destroy his ability to fucking do anything productive. Then we made progress. Then we're fucking doing it. But even if I attack one of them, there's a fucking army of doctors who are doing the same fucking bullshit. See, that's another interesting aspect. Sabotage. The idiots of the world who are not actually doing hard work. So let me spin this episode real quick, because I was exploring Bill Burr versus H3H3 episodes, where apparently something went down and like some bitterness was exchanged. But it's just like, that's the spice that he likes, Since Philadelphia, he has been showing that he likes the spice. He didn't just do it just to offend a bunch of people. He just likes to throw something out, the most fucking gut-wrenching feeling. And he takes damage from that as well, clearly. And they didn't even discuss on the second podcast. So the first podcast had these spicy elements. But if you watch the whole episode by yourself without much knowing what's going on, what's going to happen, you're probably just going to miss it. It's not that deep. It's just like the only thing that you're not going to miss is that how nervous Ethan actually is during the interview, that he needs some like emotional support from Bill Burr. And he's he's all over the place with that support. He's kind of pushing more buttons. It's more fun for him to do that, to make, like, just be uncomfortable. Who cares? Like, this is going to be over, right? Like, we're going to push through this. That sort of attitude. And it's like, so Sunny V comes with this episode, right? And it's like not that deep. It's not that interesting to me. That is like, there's some spice in some kind of fucking podcast. Like, you fucking relax, bro. There's a whole army of people figuring out of like, oh, look at this. This is what happened, guys. Like, there's looking for scraps in the fucking dumpster at this point. Like, Ethan podcast, like, I don't know, bro. It's old school bullshit. It's unwatchable now. I'm sorry. The last time I watched it is Jack Sims' interview, which is pretty important, because I need to get into their heads. I need to understand what the fuck they're thinking when they're attacking Sniper Wolf like this and making her career basically stopped by force. Now she's not doing none of that shit. If you give awareness to something, you can make it outrageous, or you can make it, you know, peaceful and happy and fun, bro. The choice is yours. Alright, so Bill Burr fans, you know, probably fucking stir things up. And because Ethan was uncomfortable, he couldn't quite carry an interview with us. I didn't find it that crazy. The score was kind of like a person who gets to talk versus a person who gets to introduce things here and there and ask things. It's very normal. Then I, you know, bumped into a couple of uploads that I didn't quite appreciate, because holy shit, like, you can already tell this is a stupid fucking video, but you open the video and the girl says, 12 years I tried every single time. Like, why would you do that in the first place? Why would you, like, be subjected to New Year's resolutions? How you a smart person doing that shit? Oh, New Year, so I have to go to the gym. Like, how the fuck you came up with that idea, I wonder. And then I quit for various reasons, actually. No shit. Gym is fucking terrifyingly and stupidly, like, designed in the first place. It's just not a fun place. This is not where you go where you get some kind of results. It's just you torture yourself even more inside it in hopes that your torture is gonna, like, build muscle. What are you gonna do with that muscle, bro? Who are you gonna wrestle? You're gonna wrestle a fucking bear? You're gonna intimidate people? What are you gonna do? Self-defense? That's not how you do self-defense. You do self-defense by weaponizing yourself of every bit of yourself and knowing how to fucking get out of the situation and knowing how to run away from situation and being always ready is best self-defense. Identifying who's willing to do what and how they're gonna do it. That's self-defense. Okay, I can understand that. And you still don't fucking need it 99% of your fucking life. Oh, it's a trap, guys. It's a fucking trap. Thank you. Wow. You know what else is a trap? Bible is a trap. We're gonna get to that. But imagine, like, okay, so I know your video is gonna be stupid, but you click on it and you get the most fucking stupidest thing ever, bro, I've ever heard.
Because I hated it, because I didn't have the time in the gym. For exactly 10 years before that, I have quit 12 gym establishments for more reasons than I can count. Because I hated it, because I didn't have the time, because I had exams, because I had the flu, took a week off, I never went back. Because progress is hard to maintain, and because I have to force myself to do enough things that at some point, gym just has got to give. Before this last year.
Oh my god. And like, cool, I understand the story is pretty cool, where you get to see her do the gym a little bit, maybe, or who knows, man. If you care about her, I don't like the stupid topic, going to the gym when you just have to do exercise at home. Whatever the most fun exercise, you go to the gym for the experience of, like, how can you move your body. But you still have to be shown around every single thing. You still have to come with a friend. That's another fucking mistake that people make. If you just come there and you don't know what to do, like, that's it. Like, half of the things are unusable. They're the fucking alien software, basically, hardware to move around. Tools that you don't understand how to use. Like, that's fucking annoying. And then you have gym, you know, cringe videos where people are using these tools or going to the gym for, like, weird purposes. Yeah, even I had enough friendships to be able to taste the gym, and I will forever hold this experience because it's important to me. And what happens? Well, at some point I'm like, just I don't care. There's no benefits from that shit. It's just a pathetic place for my friends to, you know, do whatever they like. to pretend they're improving themselves, that they are becoming stronger, and it's like, okay, what are you gonna do with that? Hopefully, something. Now they live in islands. One is in Iceland, and another one is in UK islands. You know, like, okay, you ran away. Actually, you didn't fucking face your problems that well. No, but when I've learned about the exercise, like intense exercise, I notice that this is how you do it. And playing with your body is always an highest priority, because you can do it anywhere at all times. You can stretch it anywhere at all times. And you can put a pressure on yourself, and that means you're basically at the gym putting weights on yourself, and you can put those weights at any part of your body as well that you want to train, that you feel weak about. So, most people sit a lot or lay back a lot, so they have to train their backs. I will do it right now. Now, in America, this is not widespread as in Europe, it seems, because Europe fucking manufactures the fucking pills in the first place. Oh wait, we were talking about the gym. Well, we're no longer talking about the gym, because I still can't get away from this fucking 40-hour sleep. So that's the anti-gym that I have to defeat. You first have to escape bad habits and bad influence. Then you can get results. If I was sleeping fucking 11 hours every day, like, you think I'm gonna get results of any kind on my body? Then the best thing I can do is become fat. That's the next best thing that my mom invented, actually. This guy even says I had to take antidepressants after the interview. Like, the backlash was so strong that, like, I didn't know what to do against all those people. And again, they can affect you quite a bit. They can find a needle in a haystack and start poking you with it. That's the whole challenge of the viewer, to find ways of, like, oh, this guy is insecure, this guy is weak right now, we have to attack right now. If this guy doesn't feel like he knows what he's doing, we have to attack right now. Which sometimes is actually kind of good reinforcement to that person to keep going, like, you got a backlash, but you gotta keep going. He says that therapy was good, and, like, taking antidepressants was good, but, like, whoa, the promotion of the rapey and the pills. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, you went downhill and splashed into a volcano by accident. Of, like, you were already going downhill. How the fuck you end up in a volcano where there's barely scraps of reputation left past this point? Man, yeah, celebrate, bro. Today is February 16th. It's some kind of fucking reestablishment of our country. We have... I'm not sure what we did, actually. Yes, restoration. One of the Independence Days, because we need multiple of them. Yeah, but as I explained, the doctor role, if they get money from the government, guess what happens? Now they have to figure out how to do less and less work, how to convince the government that they can just, give pills to people and sit back and relax and enjoy nothingness. The clouds flying by, they can enjoy that. My goodness. How dare you not drink pills? That's the only fucking responsibility I have, and I have to fucking do it properly. Am I right? That's the fucking vibe of, like, what? Your fucking world is falling apart, you having high expectations of me. Even if I fail everything, like, nothing's supposed to fucking happen. I'm not supposed to have that many responsibilities to be able to fail anything at all. But I definitely am avoiding fucking aggressive and disgusting people. Where they just offset all the responsibilities, they just sit there and just, you know, subscribing you to medication as if it's a YouTube channel that you really need to watch because it's gonna educate you so well. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm telling you, there's so many things to purge for, to take back our powers that government does not deserve to have. And they can rile us up with fucking policemen. They can pull their fucking weapons out. Nothing's gonna happen. They can imprison tons of us. Like, nothing's gonna happen. They can't do shit, bro. Unless they shoot, they can't do anything. We will be able to, you know, harvest our demands and harvest our powers of whatever we decide. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people wanting some more stuff, but like liberation is a pretty important thing. And again, this is a special day to learn more about that, even though I don't want to fucking read. Pisses me off, man. ChatGPT, do you have a better answer? That's 1918. So we broke off from Soviet Union and we broke off from the Russian Empire, basically. Which is, you know, double whammy. Absolutely. We had to show middle finger to Russia a couple of times. Will we have to do it again? They probably are tired of that shit. You know, but that... it is a big question of, like, why Russia always wants to take things, you know, back into their fucking realm of doom. What's that about? Why are they so eager, even to this day, historically, motivated Putin wants to take some land? He's struggling, bro. He's struggling. Like, at least one city, Ukraine. Give me one city. I'm trying. I'm trying, bro, guys. I'm telling you, March is going to be super cool because this is the only time Russians have a chance to kick Putin out of existence, bro. And they're fucking gonna do it, bro. We're gonna see some historical shit. So, I want to live to that day. I want to live to see that. This is gonna be interesting. We know it's already happening. The stupidest thing can happen, again, when you slag back, and again, just give pills as a magical cure. Again, pills. I need pills from you. Alright, doctor, from you. You, the person. You should feel elevated that you have the power to, you know, give me care, to connect with me in those 5 minutes that you have. Instead, you chose to be fucking aggressive and piece of shit. This is not how you fucking use your time, bro. I'm forced to be here. Give me something nice. Because what bad things are gonna fucking happen if you mess with fucking mentally ill people? How do you not know the fucking equation here? It's not that fucking difficult. If you have done things for fucking 15 years, it's not that fucking difficult. Not yell at those fucking people. Especially me. Because holy shit, I will stand up for multiple of these people at the same time. In one fucking splash, bro. Yeah, I can make noise too. Just like my neighbors can do noise. Except I'll be making noise in the staircase. Yeah. And guess what? I'm not a little child. I can make much more noise if that's what's allowed. If that's just a normal thing that people can do. To me. You know. And I'm on a hunger strike, so you better not fucking fight me. Because you don't know my power level. You will not know my power level right now. And every time I get to go down the stairs, as if I'm destroying a fucking building, which I am, hypothetically, yeah, I'll get a bite to eat. Because that's a fucking achievement. That's a job. Right now it's a job to be fucking angry, to be upset, to play the fucking horror film deeper into it. It is training after all. It's like, it is what it is. People go through that shit and whatever. You gotta suck it up. The realm of fire. But I'm still not ready, guys. I still need 1 year. And I still better conditions than fucking going downstairs swinging, bro. Swinging my ego left and right so fucking hopefully little children shut up, because I'll take the heat and I will toss a fucking fireball in their face. You know, okay, you don't like me, but there is the fucking Mr. 11 here, living here. And God knows, maybe there's a Mr. 12, 13 too. There's fucking crazy people who have children, crazy children, who have learned to be fucking noisy and shit. God knows, maybe there's a bigger fucking roach infestation going on in the fucking, you know, daycare. Maybe they're actually being trained to do that shit, to be anxious and fucking demoralizing to everyone else. A lot of things have to be investigated if that's the case. Shit, that's pretty deep. The mom experience of giving her a task to do notes. And I had to fight in the kitchen as well, so she doesn't fucking drink water. Because just drinking water is disgusting, alright? It's flavorless shit. Everyone is upset across the internet. They don't know how to fucking drink water. You have to add flavors. And I found a fucking unique flavor. Besides jam, jam's pretty fucking good. Pretty easy to scoop up 1 spoon of jam and just... And you can add milk and all that shit to almost anything. But I have found a flavor of soup. Soup, because I was fucking drinking soup this whole time instead of actually eating it, because hunger strike. So I'm like, well, just 2 spoons of soup, bro. It's gonna help your water. And my mom is starting, like a little baby fucking crying, you know, refusing the changes. It's annoying, but like we push through that. You know, I have to show so much care to my mom, who have never really kind of grown up being cared for, just the food stuff. You know, her mom would make food. That was the whole fucking relationship. But yeah, it's very void of human communication. Like, she doesn't care about that. She just want to read books. So I have to actually tame my mom to be better. I thought this year is gonna be the whole point of doing just that. But again, we have to eliminate all those bad actors around us. So she's taking notes, and like, she can't do it in bed while laying down in bed, and I'm like, shit, that's a big problem. No wonder you just stopped. There's a big problem in the way. There's a big rock. She can't just go pathway and do the easy thing, because the pathway is not yet clean. And it has to be clean because a lot of people go through it, right? A lot of people should be taking notes, but it's not clean. It is not yet mastered by me, of like how to do it properly. So you can do it in any position, any way of what is the correct way to do it. What should I tell my mom that it works all the way through, right? Because a failure that she gets into is, you know, my responsibility. I'll take it. It's fun. So, you know, one obvious way to solve this is to just give the tablet back and let her fucking write there. That's one way to do it. But the tablet can just take pictures and you can highlight the words, which is even cooler. You can take pictures and highlight, and that's a skill that she probably can use somewhere. It's a unique thing that I don't quite have. Taking pictures, like, it's not my thing. So, maybe we can learn that. But I need a good tablet. I need to buy a new one. I have to fucking force her to buy a new one, maybe. Probably not today. Today's a celebration or whatever. So, we need a new tablet, because I don't want her to fucking suffer. We need to go outside together and let her fucking choose. I mean, the best way to fucking kick a child in the faces too. Well, we have the, air superiority. So I can fucking jump on their faces really well. And there's a lot of noise. My mom can do it even better because she's fat, but she can't control her fatness like she's not physically active. Even if you're fat, if you're physically active, you can start taking control over your body quite a bit. If you're not just laying down, but you need to find that activity. Because I've heard time and time again, like, yeah, you're not gonna burn all the fats very quickly, but you can definitely establish muscle first, right? Of controlling your fats. Like restraining them, fucking, I made my mom like jump in the air, just tiny jumps, jump rope type of thing. And she can barely, do it. But it's like, yeah, at least you can do it. At least you're not that fat, unless at least you're not American type of fat, where they can't even do it without breaking their legs. What is it? Disabled chair or whatever. They need that to sit in at all times. Like, you're dead then now. If you need a disabled chair, you're obese to the point where you can't do shit because you have to lift your fucking ass to be able to even make any progress. Or at least stop eating. At least. That's the least you can do. And you have to know how to do it. Because the dude fucking went from this to that, or whatever. Kilos, of course. And he's fine. He did it. He's a world record keeper, and like, that makes sense. That's a pretty cool story. What the fuck is they doing? They're still talking about a fucking minus 112 being the sum of fucking 1 + 2 + 3 + 4. I actually have this formula, by the way. It's called triangle. And the interesting thing that happens if you do like this, all of a sudden the numbers start splitting up into pieces. It starts at 1, 2, 7, 5, and then it splits into 1, 2, 5, and 2, 5. So 75 splits into 2, 5, and then it continues splitting and giving zeros. I think I can still do it like this, and you can see it very clearly. Now there's 2 zeros. This is a triangle number where it stops at 50,000. All right. Same happens with 10,000 and other numbers. And let's fucking go here. You can see there's zeros, and it's gonna shrink because we're going the opposite way. Bam. 20,100. The question always about math is where the fucking usefulness of it is. Why are we taking a meme and this is like, oh, this is the Dodge meme, Doge meme, Dodge coins. This is how deep it is. Like, I don't want to see this. My eyes are already bleeding. There's no ingenuity or happiness in here. Fucking typing these fucking numbers, bro. So 5 minutes in already. They failed me, bro. You're trying so hard. I wanted to click because this is like, wow. That looks cool. Protects from infinity. What does that mean? Right? You're still fucking bashing at this minus 112. Like, we know it's infinite. So what information are we trying to get from that? Because this minus 112 is just going to confuse us. What's the point? When they talked about 1 + 2 + 100, I'm like, well, we see a pattern. We see ones. We see a bunch of ones. And in fact, the equation they give you is minus 1/9 or whatever, or 1/9, which actually is the same equation. I'm like, wait, we're going somewhere with this one. This one seems fun. Because initial answer was just a bunch of ones going into infinity. But now there's a structure. There's an actual structure that goes the same way that I gave you guys the structure when we did this. There's a structure that happens if we stop at a certain point, but this one doesn't even have to stop. It just spits out a bunch of ones. So that's cool. If there's a structure, if a number is going towards something, they show you the example of 999 going towards 1. And kind of you can treat it as a 1 because it goes there. What you see is what you get. I mean, like, what the fuck are we overcomplicating math with? It's almost like a math trap as well. There's so many traps to talk about in this episode. And there's another trap that I talked about as well. But first, you know, what isn't a trap is that even though this looks like a trap, it's just a shed, is like, doesn't have quite a lot of functions, but because this is a modern crafted place, because this is unfoldable, you can just, you know, order it for yourself. And you can sort of live in those places. Like, a lot of people are a lot happier being able to buy this and do something with it. And even get a little bit of attention of like, whoa, what is that, right? They can use that. There's a lot of resources to be gained from this. There's a lot of liberation. Would you pay? This is absolutely amazing. And it's groundbreaking to the point where you can like escape your daily routine and live somewhere else and live in a house potentially instead of an apartment. This is a very, very cool thing that you don't have to like look around where to buy property from someone else. You don't have to look into the property. You just know what you're getting, bro, in so many ways. So this is groundbreaking shit. This is definitely viral for a good reason. You might not get all the fucking things in one place, but this is absolutely amazing. And you still have to have land to put it in. It's a big question where to put it in, which is why communities can solve this shit. Because just land, you just need land. Like, this is not supposed to be that difficult. You talk to a farmer. Farmers there again, fighting for some kind of cause. So you talk to a farmer, here's some land, and we kind of fucking live together. You live in the shed, you live in a fucking fancy shed, and you get to pay for utilities to the farmer, and that's it. Or you pay with your work. That's even better, bro. That would be fucking... So you can live next to a farmer, bro, and respect them. We're going back to that fucking place. And maybe we can improve. Maybe we can build bigger, better communities where we can all come together. We don't need farmers. But for now, like, we can respect that option. So that's pretty cool. This is just groundbreaking shit. That's what Purge is all about. Groundbreaking development. Because, again, even if the house exists, even if it's purchasable, and there's enough of them, you know, constructed, enough of them in stock, basically. But, like, you still have to do it. You still have to take the action and purchase it and know where to put it and know how to use it to be able to take full use of that shit and know how to furnish it as well as quickly as possible. So, it doesn't stop there. The problems don't stop there, and someone can help you with that. Should be able to help you with that. It's fascinating. Probably you don't just buy a house, you buy a bunch of furniture or simple foldable furniture too. I mean, like, well, we're gonna play origami, bro. Amazing shit. So that's that, but for the ending of the video, I was talking about the Christian shit. Alright. I just clicked on it and I'm like, oh my god, it's the Bible thing again.
Marriage is just because you got triggered. What's all that about? It says you're...
Well, what's that about? Like, yeah, some people know how to read Bible, but like, this is too much at this point. It's too much. Like, who wants to fucking read the Bible? It's a trap for nerds. And spiritual-minded or Christian nerds. It's a trap. It's like, that's all you need to do if you're running this channel, but this guy is running this channel for maximum amount of profits. He has to fucking prolong this process. It's very weird, Prophets, because you have to make animation, and that shit is disgusting to do. And I even lost a subscriber who says like, "Oh, you don't get to attack this person because I'm so attached to this person." He's not doing any progress. Again, like, no one wants to fucking read Bibles. I'm sorry, bro. Even if it's the most popular book, like, reading a Bible is just stupid. First of all, you have to read a digital version of that, which is probably available, but again, not in all languages. Second of all, you have to actually understand what you're reading, because most of the time, I open a Bible once, a Bible verse once, and I'm like, I can't read it. I can't understand what the fuck is going on what do these words mean? Like, I'm sorry, I can't understand. So at this point, like, why are we not leaving this behind? What's the point? Like, who's dragging this shit down? And this guy, like, even though he's attacking God and the concepts of Christianity, he still praises the Bible of like, hey guys, I've read this and that and over here and it doesn't make sense. And it's like, what the fuck are you analyzing, bro? What are you analyzing? There's a whole life out there. There's a lot of things happening right now that you can make an example out of, instead of fucking Bible examples of like, oh, this doesn't work with this. And like, God was depicted in this way. And it's like, yeah, whatever, bro. The only thing I can tell you is that heaven and hell has to exist. It's not there to scare people, but to actually enlighten people to do the good things. Because people gonna collapse onto themselves and they will live in their own hell. They can do it in real life too. When enough karma hits the floor. My mom is reading about that, about stories of people who are suffering because of karmic problems. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's experience, lack of self-development, lack of skills, is gonna make your future a lot more bleak. If you have lack of skills, if you can't do shit, you're not gonna take care of yourself. That's just simple. That's karma. If you're gonna nag other people, if you're gonna attack other people, you're not gonna be able to take care of yourself. It's just what fucking happens. So not only karma is real, it's fucking in your face. It's obvious. One thing that dragged this episode down was Bill Burr said hard work. I don't have any sympathy for people who don't work hard. Well, sympathy is not something you should have for anyone but people who have nothing to do. So you're like, oh, I can give you some, that's sympathy. Oh, like, I'm interested in you. Like, you can do this and that and this. This is how sympathy looks like. What you need to do for hardworking people is respect. You know, respect. Oh, he works hard. He has unique skills and abilities, and like, you respect. You're like, wow, this is nice. You give them the pleasure of a compliment. That's pretty cool. Bill Burr doesn't like compliments because he's a hardworking, bitter person. Like, take your fucking compliments, bitch. Bend over. Coming in with compliments. So it turned into like a turmoil of like a giant compliment for him of like, this guy is nervous and he's like, wow, this is real. This is a real thing. I think that's what Bill Burr fucking felt of like, this is a real fan that's like following my footsteps and listening to my podcast. And both of us are nervous, and it's collapsed into some, messy thing. But I mean, I appreciate it. It's just like, it's boring for me to watch because I don't have any of these feelings, and I didn't actually find it very interesting when they spiced up the, each other's nervousness or whatever. It's fine. It turned into something. But if again, Ethan made a conclusion that the antidepressants and therapy helped him, I mean, like, fuck you, bro. Like, you're not unique in those terms. You just bent over and was like, oh yeah, of course it helped. Because now I just humbled myself to all the fucking stupid things that people offer. And even in America, like, of course, if you have enough money, people gonna give you candy and treat you well. Like, sure. They're gonna give you, you give people the tips, they give you the hugs or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. It's not that difficult. But overall, like, that doesn't help. I'm sorry. The rapey and antidepressant, they're not gonna help you. They're gonna at least make you dependent, first of all, and that's again what doctors are aiming for in Europe, to make you dependent forever, to sneak in that fucking super scam. That makes no sense, because now with the internet, with the simplest technology, you can improve out of poverty and stupidity. You can do that. So that shit, that scam is now old school and doesn't fucking work. And is still killing people, though. So we have to fucking take revenge and take the purge to a whole fucking another level. Because, again, the problems that are occurring in my life, they show me exact reasons why we're gonna go to the purge and what we have to rescue, what kind of people we have to rescue from what? From crime allowance and lazy workers. Lazy workers who just sit on your face and like demand you to take most of the responsibilities. That is fucked up. That's not how I'm not getting paid for that shit. What is wrong with you? The only thing I'm getting paid for is that I'm not a threat to society? That's what you pay me with? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm still in jail? That's not how it works, bro. But it pisses me off. It's unbelievable. The lengths that people go to fucking abuse you, basically. Again, in normal conditions, if everything was normal, there were no number displacements. Even right now, I don't know. I bought 50 pills, but it shows 35. What does he see? You know, do I have 15 extra pills? And all of a sudden I found a loophole that doesn't show 50 extra pills that I bought? Now I can just say to my doctor, I bought it though. I bought the pills. I bought extra pills when I didn't need it. So they give me less pills because I bought it last time. I can just actually I have a narrative that my doctor can fall into and hurt himself now because he don't know what's going on. It's a very complicated situation. Again, I can just say, okay, he writes me 35 pills, I buy fucking 50. He writes me 35, I take 25. But now, he hopes that I'm having 70 pills, I have 75. Everything's fucking clean. You know? Middle finger, bitch. I bought extra pills beforehand. I'm very good. I don't know how to satisfy your number every single time because your number is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. You know? It's like, fuck. But we have to have a discussion, a civilized discussion to understand what the fuck's going on and how you can piss off. You know? Stop fucking bothering me. Because medication doesn't even help. Just hurts. Just creates pain. Creates social improperty. We're like, I'm not ahead of everyone. I'm not ahead. I don't have things. Bro. Why are you slowing me down when there's a lot of fucking assholes running around doing bullshit? I just did a domestic fucking bullshit. Someone came into my property and fucking someone lives in my family, bro. My mom is sitting on my face, bro. We just had domestic problems. No one should be fucking get hurt from that shit. But nah, bro. Nah. Nah, fuck you. We're gonna enter and inject our intentions. That's fucking madness. But yeah, this guy is trash. The greatest hypocrisy is to care so much to try and find God in the Bible, in the fucking old and, you know, dissected book in every single way. Like, how are you gonna find God here in the fucking book? Like, this is a good version of a book. It's just like where to look in the book. You're gonna see a little bit of a verse. But even this is fucking, you know, programming, a mathematical function to solve. Like, how do people know how to do this thing? Yeah, right now you type into fucking Google, but like back in the day, you have to have all these books, all these different Bible books and all that shit, and you have to find it. Like, relax. Like, we're not doing that anymore. We're stopped long time ago. There's so many old school people just not knowing what the fuck they're doing anymore. And we just sort of like nodding of like, yeah, I recognize you did that before. I don't fucking recognize. This is fucking garbage. Is this attack and defense? Because that would be a lot cooler. All right, what does that 14 mean? I can choose how much health to have. Maybe it's like extra health, extra 3 health, but it can go away, right? And it only goes up to 11. I don't know, bro. You tell me. This interesting now. Oh. Punish children because of their parents. That's a very interesting point. Of course, what he can draw from, it kind of hits me. It's very interesting. I'm not saying like this content shouldn't exist. I don't say that people should not upload these videos. It's a lot of effort for a flop, after all, but it's just what Americans do. They want to appear unique and clean, and like everything works. Like, look, I'm creating a different reality and it all works. There's no flaws in here that will make you stop watching the video. Talking about stop watching the video, we have reached 11:20, bro. 11 minutes, 20 seconds of watch time. This is like, what the fuck? Bro, now we're reaching for a fucking world record of like fucking 14 minutes of watch time or something. To the point where I need a trophy from YouTube. YouTube needs a fucking trophy me. Because they can take away the average watch time so easily. Just give me new viewers. They don't know what to do. They don't like me. All right? But they don't do that shit. They're abusing me as well. Fucking YouTube itself. I'll need to make a short video about that. Because now we're getting into a whole nother world. And a whole nother dimension that I don't understand anymore. Maybe YouTube just finds specific people, and there's a handful of them who like long videos, who like podcast material. I don't understand, but this is something else. This is very unique. Even on my channel, where I'm just showered by 2 minutes watch time nonsense, and sometimes it even dips below that.
Punishing the children for the sins of the parents to the third.
Well, it's not punishing the children. By the way, children don't have that much awareness whether they get punished. If they get killed, like, great. They don't lose that much, and the parent is freed from, taking care of too many children that they cannot fucking take care of. Clearly. So, I actually am siding with the God on this one. I remember stories of, like, generations of children, I don't know, getting punished. What? But then it's weird. It's weird. The generations of children. I remember when second-born or third-born children are eliminated. So I don't even know like what he's talking about. He has to fucking put together the entire story. But it's just like he flips the switch and it's like demonizes the God, and like there's some fucking weird shit that you can't follow very well. So yeah, Dark Matt still gets my disapproval. The closer you get to something, sometimes you're gonna see a lot of flaws. And I never really liked the channel in the first place. But you know what I do like? Fucking Paul Watson. Coolest guy ever, bro.
4-day training.
Man, it does seem like, the government is trying to pull some fucking flip on society of like, oh my god, we need diversity so that society of the smart people gets like diluted. So the smart people have something to fight against, so it's not the government that they fight against. I think they're pissing their pants. See you guys next time in your affordable housing, bro. Bye-bye.